chosen.
Hello seekers of the truth. Today I will cover some CodeMonkeyZ tweets that summarize the most pertinent findings of the Dominion Voting System Manual. Here you see the Dominion Voting System website, dominionvoting.com, has updated their site to try to get ahead of all the numerous rumors of foul play. Rumor control. View statement. Here in their statement on the viral claims about ballots marked with Sharpie pens, November 5th. Sharpie pens are safe and reliable to use on ballots. Regarding potential ink bleed through, Dominion systems never allow for the creation of ballots with overlapping vote bubbles. If you used a Sharpie provided by your elections office to complete your ballot, please know that your vote was accurately recorded. Except, it's not here. The Dominion voting system was not used in all the states, so they wouldn't know that the Sharpie is okay for all the ballots. And it is a lie. So now you know where Dominion stands. Now we'll proceed through Ron, aka CodeMonkeyZ on Twitter's thread on the Dominion Voting System Manual. Number 1, votes can theoretically be ignored for individuals if a straight ticket vote is selected. This setting could very well enable Republican-style typo fraud. Many complex rules decide how the straight ticket option works. The gist of this particular post is that for straight ticket votes, all Republican or all Democrat, there is apparently a different form of processing of that vote that occurs within the software compared to votes with mixed tickets. Number 2, network security. Network security is very weak since all software access keys use the same cryptographic pair. This gives plausible deniability to whoever potentially decides to mess around with voting settings. It can be proven who changed a setting since everybody has the same key. Now for this one, I'm sort of interpreting cryptographic pair as being akin to password. Now looking at the definition of pair-based cryptography, pairing-based cryptography has been used to construct identity-based encryption, which allows a sender to encrypt a message without needing a receiver's public key to have been certified and distributed in advance. IBE uses some form of a person's identification to generate a public key. This could be an email address, for instance. Besides IBE, there are a number of other applications of pairing-based cryptography, including other identity-based crypto systems and signature schemes, key establishment schemes, functional and attribution-based encryption, and privacy-enhancing techniques such as the use of anonymous credentials. I believe Ron's point with this post is that if an unauthorized individual gets access to a cryptographic pair, there may be some difficulty in tracking the unauthorized individual as well as the vulnerable moment that allowed it to happen. Continuing to 3, digital certificates. So digital certificates are not protected by password, and Dominion user manual explicitly says not to enter a password. This enables potential for bad actors to MITM attack data traveling over network between precinct tabulator and central tabulator. MITM stands for man-in-the-middle attack. It is a general term for when a perpetrator positions himself in a conversation between a user and an application, either to eavesdrop or to impersonate one of the parties, making it appear as if the normal exchange of information is underway. I suspect phishing falls into this. So in conclusion, digital certificates not being password protected allows for an increased chance of man-in-the-middle attacks, with posers claiming they represent a precinct when they don't. Number 4, cryptic split rotation function that features the ability to force a maximum deviation. There is no deviation of a split rotation, so we cannot know what a force a maximum deviation means in this instance. So the obvious question here is, could this maximum deviation relate to a tabulation issue, like how votes are tabulated will deviate to a specific selected outcome? Number 5, local IT guys have ultimate power to clandestinely change things. Change the settings, thus having the ability to potentially alter an entire election. There are no checks and balances or observers of the local IT guys when he accesses machine to debug and alter the admin settings. It's unclear if logs exist. So from this post, I suspect that Ron was looking for language in a manual that will describe how to properly gate access to the system itself. Where I go to number 6. Dominion is a black box with votes ultimately tabulated in a central server system. Who has access to the central server, and where is the manual and security reviews of that server software? And in a sense, number 6 relates to number 5. It's all about who has authorization to alter the system, even to fix it. Are there specific checks that allow for only one access point, or are there multiple access points in different parts of the system, even located in different states? Number 7, settings could theoretically have changed during evening downtime on first night of voting. Much easier to change settings on hundreds of machines than to forge thousands of ballots. A couple of people could have done it quickly. Number 8, the state of Pennsylvania requested semantic changes to the Dominion voting software, possibly to aid in their lawfare efforts. The word cast became print, obfuscating the moment when your vote becomes officially cast. For what reason is currently unknown. 9, there is an option to force the vote scanner to overrun a preset amount of ballots every time anyone pauses the scan mid-batch. Overrun is undefined. Potential for abuse is high with this function, which was added shortly after 2018 midterm elections. So in this context, I speculate that Ron wonders if overrun could mean possibly skip, as in skip a preset amount of ballots, or perhaps overrun means double count, like run over again. So, over count or double count a preset amount of ballots each time. It's unclear from the manual, apparently. Then he says, more to come later. Many people have sent me completely publicly available Dominion security audits, documents, manuals, and state contracts. He has a lot of reading to do. If there are any potential election fraud settings hiding in plain sight, I will do my best to find it. Alright everyone, CodeMonkeyZ, follow him on Twitter. He was the primary force behind the setting up of 8kun, the platform that our friend number 17 has used to communicate.